Hey, friends. Hey, what's going on? Well, my guest never arrived, so it's just going to be you and I tonight. So we're just going to turn it into a Q&A instead of there being a guest. You know me, I'm all about the business. It's different if, my guest showed up and they couldn't get in or something, but my guest just didn't show up. And so it's going to be you and I. So if you have any questions or anything like that, put them out there. Let's have a conversation. Hey, Michelle, what is going on, friend? I'm so happy to see you. And if anyone else shows up, it's been such a great week. It's been such a great week that sorry, my guest tried to show up, but I'm not doing it. It's after 8. I'm not doing those type of shows anymore. So how about you throw me some questions? Swag Slayer Fashion, Hunter Ryan. We can't be having these shows where people don't come on. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I'm tired. I've been running around all week. Hey, let's talk about Clubhouse. Who is on Clubhouse? Anybody on Clubhouse? My sales were actually great this week, Duncan. And the reason why is because I'm back selling on eBay. And so I also opened my second store. I haven't been showing it any showing it any love, but I'm going to really get into that. But my regular store has been really well. I sold 3 repurposed watches this week, so that's been really exciting for me. And let's see, don't even start with Clubhouse. Like, yeah, let's have a discussion. Like right now, like how has it been? How have I been on Clubhouse? How has it been? How is everybody feeling? I'm loving that you are on Clubhouse, Michelle and Tiana. Tiana says, what are we doing with all our extra unsellable inventory? That is a really good question. And if everybody could, I'm going to actually highlight that. So that is a really good question. How about if you leave in the comments what you are doing with your unsellable inventory? So far, I haven't accumulated any unsellable inventory because I'm slowly adding back onto eBay. And so what I'm doing is I'm trying to strategically source. I did a couple like Goodwill blue boxes, and where I got some repurposed jewelry. I got some repurposed watches. A lot of the watches work. They just need batteries. So I've been, really trying to be careful with the inventory I get. It's coming in kind of crazy though. And I'm a Jomar affiliate, so I get a lot of affiliates. So I use that money to buy inventory, and I'm trying to stay within the I'm trying to stay within the I'm trying to stay within the my guest keeps trying to come off, but I keep I'm trying to. So I want to say, if you run a show and you want your guests to come in, have them come in at a reasonable time. Be on time. Any other questions? So it says, I have learned, what does it say? Okay. So let's see what we have. So hello everyone. I was originally going to have a guest, but my guest was late, and I don't take late guests on YouTube. I can't do that. The only time I allow people to come in is if they've had some bad connections or something. I require my guests to show up 10 minutes beforehand. And so this is a business for me. So I'm just letting you know my guests did not show up until about 5 after. I mean, it's not 5 after yet, but like after 8, after I start rolling, and I can't run a business that way. Tiana, let's see. Wait a minute. Let's see. Wait a minute. So Duncan says, I'm feeling old, 52 next week. I'll be 52 this year too, Duncan. I'm not feeling old. All my children are adults, so I'm actually, feeling vibrant and young. The only time I feel old is when my knees start acting up and they start cracking. Other than that, I have a lot of energy, except for right now because I didn't take a nap. I'm tired. So I had to get my coffee. It's like 8 o'clock and I'm drinking coffee. So I'm going to be buzzing. Let's see. Um, so yes, so anybody who's on Clubhouse, let's talk about it. If you're not on Clubhouse, I would definitely just say, check out the app. Do not look at the reviews or anything because that was reviews that were really old when it first started off and they had a lot of rules and regulations. I only use it for business. It's a social app. To me, it's like a social app of Instagram combined with a podcast. So you can actually listen or participate and no one ever sees your face, and you can actually build a community without people seeing you. And that is an excellent place for introverts. People feel uncomfortable. So it's literally like you're speaking live, but you're on the telephone. And so it's really like a podcast. You can go into any room that interests you. There's a large reseller community building up right now, and I've been going live or in a room every single day, just kind of like giving a little bit of knowledge about Poshmark and eBay and Macari and any type of reselling questions and inviting people to come in. Michelle has been great. She was a moderator for me. She's been a moderator a couple times. Tiana was on today. So if anyone has any questions about Clubhouse, I can talk about that just for a minute. Yeah, and Duncan said Marina from the Flipping Gals. Nope, they actually have a guest on their channel tonight. So at 8:30, you probably want to go over there because they're going to have Mar, or short for Martha. She's a Poshmark Canada. So if you want to go over there at 8:30, Marina was actually on in my room today on Clubhouse. Let's see. Michelle says, I have learned so much about business through other people and connecting with people I normally would not get to connect with or find on IG. A great way to build community and connections. I absolutely agree. If you are not on Clubhouse, I would definitely say try it. You have to have an iPhone, okay, or an iPad. So it has to be an Apple product, an iOS. And what I say do is, if you're interested in joining, go ahead and download the app, create a username, and then when there's space available, one, through an invite from a friend, or when there's space available, someone will let you in. It's only in the beta right now. Okay. So since it's in the beta, it's only invitation only. And what's happening is, through this reseller community, people are letting their friends in invites and everything. And I'm using up mine. And what happens is, if you're on somebody's contact list and they're on if they're on campsite, if they're on Clubhouse, you'll get an alert and it will say, like, the person who's already on Clubhouse, it'll say, do you know this person? Would you like to invite them in? And you can say yes or no. And if you invite them in, it sends them a message and says they're eligible to be a participant on Clubhouse. Then they go ahead and set up their bio, and you can follow each other, and you just keep following. And you look for interests. Like, I have a lot of interests. I have art and cooking and reselling, of course, but business, women business. I belong to a podcast group. I belong to a women in business group. So I belong to like a mommy group. I was just invited to that today. Even though I'm out of the mommy phase, I was able to bring some type of content to their conversation. So again, if you do get on Clubhouse, definitely follow me. I am holding rooms. Instead of going live, it's called rooms. So you're in a Clubhouse and you pick the clubs did you like, and then whoever hosts a room in that Clubhouse, you go ahead and join. You don't have to speak or do anything, but if you have a question, or if it's something you have knowledge about, you can raise your hand, a virtual hand, and they'll bring you up onto the virtual stage and you can talk. And again, it's just a person's photo or logo, and you don't have to connect with them. And if you make a connection, then you follow them on Clubhouse, and then you go ahead and follow them on any other social media platforms that they have. Just from being on Clubhouse in the last week or so, I think it's been a week and a half, it's been less than 10 days, I've actually gained over 150 new community members or followers on Instagram. So it's such a great app to just just reach out. Like, I'm all business, so I don't go into social. I'm not into, some people can look at it from a different perspective. It started off as a social app, but I don't um get into the social. I like the whole business. So I like the fact that we can combine business and social. And that's what I like about Instagram, the fact that we're very social, and then I don't see any negativity, and it's really a great experience on Clubhouse. Let's see. In Stewart Fashion, hello. Duncan says, I have the opposite problem. My inventory does not hang around long. That is awesome. I think that's wonderful. 14,000 feedback. That is great. Yeah, I took like a year and a half off. So now I'm just getting back. But the cool thing is I had a little bit of knowledge, so I don't feel as stuck. And now I have a cross listing platform. So that works out a lot for me. Hey, Wendy, what is going on, my friend? We were talking about Clubhouse. How has Clubhouse been for you? Ben's Crazy Jess, hello, hello, hello. I did have a guest scheduled, but my guest was late. I'm learning that she tends to be late, and I need people to be on time. This is a business for me. If at any time you thought that I was just such a really very nice person, I am sorry. But when you have an appointment with me, you need to be on time. And my appointment for lives is 7:50. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Hi, Ashley. I'm so glad you've been able to join on Clubhouse. Everybody, let's talk about Clubhouse. Let's talk about it. Let's make some people jealous. Let's make some people curious. There is Vandy's Closet. Hey, Melissa. I was on Melissa's yesterday. No, Marina, I didn't. StreamYard didn't kick you out. You were late. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry about that. It says, here we go here. I hear you have to be careful who you invite so you don't get kicked off. Yes, that's the truth. Now, it's not even an issue about like really who you invite. I mean, I'll give you an example. Like if you have a cousin or somebody that you just don't hang around with and they're not really nice, you do kind of keep in contact with them and you bring them on the app. And if they, break policies, like if they, like racist and things like that, then they'll get kicked off. If they get kicked off, then you get kicked off. So if people break the policies and the rules, and that's why every group now, every club, if you join a club, you have to accept their rules before you can go on. So that's the key as well. Hi, Nora. So definitely, I would just say keep it all about business. So if you're associating with people already within the community and they ask you for an invite and you're socializing with them all the time, then you know them. So bring them on. But if it's someone that just says, send me an invite and you don't know them, I would not send them an invite. And so I hold on to my invites. I'm really particular about who I give them to because I am really growing and I'm enjoying the app and I don't want to lose my space because I invited someone that I didn't know very well. It says, Ashley says it's an interesting platform, was worried it was going to be a whole lot of tech bros. Yes. So that was my thing. Like, Ashley's probably you're probably more tech savvy than me. But I'm older, so that was my concern too. Like when I got on, it literally took me a day. I actually went right to the rules and regulations before I did anything else and like really studied them for like 2 days. And this did click on a room and I would go in. It's like I don't just go into reselling. I already joined a couple clubs. I've been invited to join clubs. Every day, I get like all these followers, and not everyone follows me on Clubhouse. They come straight to Instagram and follow me. So that's awesome. I get people that I've never met before saying, oh, I've been listening to your podcast and I've been watching your videos. And for me, that's like so humbling that people know who I am. I think that's like really incredible. Yeah, I think it's such a fun place to be. Hey friends. Hi Quimby. So I had a guest. It didn't work out. I'm sorry, call me a meanie, but my guest was late and I can't have anyone being late. And late is not 8:00. Late is being behind the scenes as requested. So I'm already tired and a little bit irritable. So I was like, yeah, We're not doing that today. So it's just me. So I'm doing my Thursday night. Quimby will be on tomorrow, right, Quimby? And then in 2 weeks we'll be back on together. We're gonna have to connect, Quimby, so we can figure out what it is we're gonna be talking about. That's gonna be awesome. Let's see. Um, Everyone's saying hello. And again, go to Vandy's Closet, Melissa, and check out. She and I was live on hers last night. We were on, Melissa, how long were we on last night? We were just talking casually, having a really great time. I really love talking to Melissa. And I was like, whoa, okay, I have to go now, because it was like an hour and a half and we were just chatting. We were having so much fun. So Holly says, if you invite someone that does not have the app, will it send a link to the app? Well, you actually download the app first, Holly, and then what you do is you go in and you create a username. So when somebody invites you, your username is already in there, and they'll send you an invite, or your username will sit there until you're the next person who is eligible to get into the app. So I'm suggesting to people at least create a username. For me, that's what I did, but then somebody sent me an invite and invited me in. So, and then also you don't have to use, and then when you join, you get one invite. And then after you're on the app for 7 days and you haven't caused any trouble and you're just kind of filling around, you get 3 more invites after 7 days. Okay. Let's see. So it is the 25th. It is a Monday, Quimby. So you says, no, you're not. What are you saying? Are you not on? I don't know what you're saying. Oh, it says, I'm not sure about adding another platform. I feel overwhelmed. And actually, it's really not even a platform. The cool thing about it, Quimby, this is the thing. It's a social media app, but it's just like having a podcast. It actually would be great for you because you're a psychotherapist. You can go in and connect with other people. You literally are like, you have no commitment. You find rooms that interest you and you just turn it on and listen. So if you're already like listening, it's the same as listening to a podcast. So if you listen to oh gosh, Breen Brown. If you listen to her, you can look up and see if she's in there. Gary Vaynerchuk is in there, a lot of different people. And also, if you ever wanted to like talk to people and they host a room, they'll bring you up onto a virtual stage. You don't see anyone, you don't touch anyone, you're not waving. And it literally is you can just listen all day. Sometime I'll turn it on. I'll say, oh, there's a room, mom in business, or mom's on Instagram, or someone's teaching you how to do YouTube. All you do is go into the room and listen. You don't have to do anything. Last week, TubeBuddy was on and I listened to them. Today, I'm in a podcast group. They were on, and some famous podcasters were on there. And I was in a group yesterday. I saw Daniela in there. Some of the famous YouTubers were in there, and they were just talking. They're giving you free stuff for nothing on this app. And right now it's in the beta. So I felt the same way too, but all you have to do is listen. You don't have to do anything else. You can be at work. You can have headphones on and just be listening, and you would get so much out of it. Hey, Sheila Hayes, Marina, it's just me today. Thank you for joining. I'll take any questions. If you have questions about reselling, about me, hey, you guys like my new hoops? I got these last week from Poshmark. I won $50 from the Poshmark 9th birthday party, and I was able to get me some Brooks. These earrings, all I did was heart the earrings because I want a bigger pair, but I hearted them, and the earrings were listed for $32. She sent me an offer for $10. I guess she was just trying to get rid of them. So I purchased them straight out, Yes. So Deb, yes, you can listen while you work. So you go in, yeah, and it's like almost like an Instagram live, but you don't see anyone. And you go into this virtual space and people are talking. So you can put in your interests. Like I put in all the things that interest me. Like I'm a professional baker by trade. The reselling community is just starting to find it. So there literally weren't any like reselling. So anybody that's coming on from the reselling community, we're literally like new on the platform. And then if you've been on a while, you can actually request that for a club. You can, and a friend of mine, Valerie, she just requested a club and started a club for Etsy sellers, and that's what it's called, Etsy sellers. So now it's a whole new platform, and group of people who sell on Etsy, and they can host their own events by themselves or under the Etsy seller umbrella. And you just go in and you just talk. So for people who ever thought about having a podcast and you don't want to do it, this is actually a great way to test out if you want to do some type of podcast or something. You're just literally going into these rooms, listening to people talk, or you can start your own talk. So like Quimby, once a week, if she wanted to, she could actually go in and, talk about mental health or whatever it is she wants to talk about once a week. She, literally that's all you have to do, Quimby. Let's see. So Holly's saying I'm trying to get a download, but my iPad hates me right now. Oh no, don't say that. Okay. Yes, definitely, Iris. So did anybody get any stock? Poshmark IPO officially today. Hey. I've seen a lot of people posting New York, a lot of photos of people who have got caught NASDAQ, Manish in that great video that Poshmark did with the heart. If anybody saw that, if you didn't, go look for it, go into Poshmark's feed. And they also have Terry Evolving Always shared it on hers. But if you go to Poshmark, they just showed the numbers just going, how it was just like, building up. Let me see. She said Clubhouse is like live interactive podcast. Yes, so it's totally like a live interactive podcast. And it says yes, and Ashley, who definitely works outside of reselling, says you can enjoy it passively. I totally agree. And then Swag Slayer Fashion, who is Tiana, she says I got 2 invites right now. I joined, and then one day on day 2 I got 3 more invites to invite people. Very nice. Yes, and also it's depending on how active you are too. So that's the other thing. It's an app that if you're actively going into rooms and things like that, they see that you're active. So it's like you're going to be an active person. So I think the more active you are, the more people are going to invite you to join clubs, and the more active you are, you're going to get invites and things like that. So I can't wait to see where it goes. I saw Michelle had something. I love listening to Gary Vee as well. Let's see. Oh yeah. She says, I love listening to Gary Vee. I do as well. Sounds interesting. So you can listen. Yes, you can definitely. Well, I did that one already. You can definitely listen while you work. It says, how do you schedule a room for a later date on Clubhouse? So Wendy, you click the calendar at the top of your feed. So the calendar, and then you set a date for whatever you want to set for. So at the top where you're in your and you can't see it. So when you first click on, there's a calendar next to the bell, or if you go inside of your area. Yeah, so the calendar next to the bell. So there's an envelope, a calendar, and a bell. So click the calendar, and then there's another calendar at the corner, and you can type in and create a date. A calendar will come up, you push the date, you put a title, you put a time, you put a description. You want to be as descriptive, because what people are going to do, the way that they find you, is they're actually just scrolling the same way you probably find rooms. You're just scrolling. So you want people to, participate. Let's see. Thank you. I like these hoops. I want them a little bit bigger. So I'm going to have to get some more. How much soda ash do you use to water for pre-soak or tie-dye? And do you use salt and vinegar, set bath, or salt? I don't use any of that stuff. I don't use any of that. I just use the RIT dye. Sometimes I have used the soda ash, but I found that a lot of times it doesn't matter if you use a pre-soak or not. If you want to use it on a heavier item like a sweatshirt, maybe use a pre-soak, but I would definitely say check it. I don't use any of those on my tie-dye. So I signed up for Clubhouse, but waiting for an invite. Now that you've signed up, you'll probably get in quicker. And the way that it also happens is if you're in somebody's contact list, that's how it comes up. Because I had 2 friends that were in my contact list. I didn't even have to send them an invite. It'll pop up and say, Like it'll say Sheila's eligible to join. Do you want to invite them in? So a friend of yours might just invite you in and they won't even lose any invites. They're just inviting you in because now you're next in the queue to get invited onto Clubhouse. Okay. Quimby says, today I cleaned shoes and now I'm photographing them since I got 3 thread-up shoe boxes. Oh my gosh, Quimby, what? We're going to have to collab. I just ordered a shoe box yesterday from thredUP. I had some credits left over. So I was telling this to Melissa. So I just decided to use my credits and get a shoe box. I was looking for a men's box, but I just got a Goodwill blue box. It actually came today. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to use my credit and get a thredUP shoe box. I had to pay a little extra money, but I didn't have to pay like the $90 because I had $30 credit or whatever. So that was exciting. I just got a Jomar shoe box Monday and I already sold 2 pairs of shoes that I just sold Doc Martin boots for $75 and they were scuffed. So I used my Doc Martens Wonder Balsam and I sold some Tom. So those 2 so far sold. You saw that box, Quimby. Then I just got a men's box for my husband yesterday. Now it was his box. So he got to it before I had a chance because I wanted to say, well, let me do a video, but he was excited. And so he just did like a real quick 20-second video. So I shared that to my stories today. I couldn't even get my hands on it. He was actually, it was like some Prada shoes in a bag. He got great stuff. So check out Pasha Dude X on Instagram to see his shoes. That's as close as I'm getting them. I'm touching them because the box is his. It wasn't mine. That's the cool thing about being an affiliate. And so he had these Prada shoes in a bag. And I'm like, sweetie, he had a couple things in bags. And you know they're nice shoes when they're in the bag. So he pulls, I actually have the Prada shoes. Let me see. So I'll get to my story. So he pulls the Prada shoes out and he was like, oh, these are messed up. And he was like, oh, the sole is messed up. So he threw them in the trash. He threw them right in the trash in front of me. Now, mind you, I had just paid for the box. So I took the shoes. That's why I have them here. I took photos and I'm going to list them. So here's the bags. They come in these nice Prada bags. Okay. It says Prada right here. Okay. Nice. These are nice men's loafers, but I'm going to show you what's wrong with them, but they can still sell. Quimby, I want to see in the comments what you think about like shoes that are messed up. You've done it with purses. Now look, nice loafers on the front. They just need a little polish in the front. These are Pradas. Okay. There's the Prada there. Now, this is the issue. See the back there? Somebody still can get some love out of there. He took them out of the box and said, these are bad, and tossed them right into the trash. And I was like, sweetie, I'm like, guys are a little different than women. Like some guy will say, this is Prada, even if I only sell them for $15, $20, so I'm going to see if I can sell them. But that was just funny. He just said, no, these are bad. Toss them into the trash. Oh my gosh. So, Deb, thank you for the super chat. Love all your valuable information. I thank you. I appreciate you, friend. I really do. Let's see. Okay, so it says, that's awesome. I'm definitely going to have to check it out. Yes, that would be great. Well, definitely check out the Clubhouse. Again, go pick your username now, because if you pick your username, there you go. There's a super chat. Thank you so much. I take super chats. They help me to keep myself in coffee. And so I love it. And oh, there we go. So Quimby says, I cannot get my hands on another shoebox. They go so fast. Yes. So next time I will message you next time they come, because I have a Post-it. I keep a Post-it. Actually, I just threw it away because I wanted to get at least one box this week. So I had a Post-it right here on my my table where my tablet is, where my laptop is. And it said thredUP. So I went in a couple times yesterday and it was sitting there. And I said, if it's here in 15 minutes, I'm going to go and buy it. And it was still available. They were still available in 15 minutes. So I went and purchased. Let's see. So it says, I think I'm getting it now. Clubhouse, drop in. So Wendy says, I was able to grab a men's box. Wendy now. So I'll send Quimby a message when the shoes come in. You send me a message when the men's box come in. because I haven't been able to get one. Now that I'm on eBay, I'm open to the possibility of selling more things. So I need to get my hands on this stuff. Okay. So the men's boxers are the best in my opinion. ThreadUp and Jomar. Seriously, like, so somebody send me a message when the men's are available because I will totally get one. The then pass info on to me. Yes. So this is what this community is about. We're supposed to be passing on this information to each other, right? So that goes for everybody. So Melissa, Quimby, Wendy, Deb, everyone, let's do it. Let's keep it in the loop now. Don't keep a secret. Um, Everyone, yes, Quimby is saying hit the thumbs up. Is 17 people here? It should be 17 thumbs up. What that does is tell the algorithm that you like my videos, and then it'll push it out there. And what you have to keep in mind is it doesn't push it out there for me. It's pushing it out there for other people who might be interested in this content. Okay. And not only my lives, but the videos that I have out there. I've been working a lot on my YouTube. It's starting to grow. So it says, I have some Prada shoes and Fendi's I need to list. Yes, jump on that, girl, for real. Let's see. So Quimby says, I sold a completely trash Prada bag, so stained with ink from 100. See, that's what I'm saying. So after I finish talking to you friends here, I'm going to list those Prada shoes, and then let's see if they sell. Thomas will give me shoes. Like, he gave me 5 pair this week. I consider that free inventory because I didn't pay for them. He and I work off of 2 incomes. He has his business. I have mine. I put money into the household, and then everything else is mine. So whatever he buys is not considered family income. He gives it to me. And so when I sell shoes, he'll say, well, where's my cut? And I'm like, So there's Melissa, $5. Thank you for the super chat. Super super chat. There is no alcohol in here. This is only coffee. I'm telling you the truth. Okay, friends. So I'm not drunk. Thank you for paying it forward. I had so much fun yesterday. No worries, Marina. You can come back on again. It's not even that. It's not 10 minutes. At 8 o'clock, we have to be live together. So there are no hard feelings, but this is a business. So just apply again. And for another Thursday, if anybody wants to go live, go to my Instagram page and fill out go live with me, unless it's some people that I will contact personally, because I have certain ideas like Quimby. We have things that we're connecting and collaborating on. But if you're interested in going live with me, fill out that live on go to my Instagram, click the campsite bio, and then there's a link that says go live with me. I do still vet people. Like, I don't just let anybody come on, but that allows you to at least hold the space until I have a chance to kind of it's easier for me because I'm getting a little bit busy. I do want to still consistently go live. So for people who are joining me now, you expected to see Marina. Marina was running a little bit late. If you scroll up, she did say, I need people to be behind the scenes and also be with me at 8 o'clock. This is a business for me. I would treat anybody the same way. I think anytime that you're going live with somebody, you have to be, this is different than Instagram. And so that would probably be my fault for a little bit, like the miscommunication too. But once I go live, I want my guests to be there with me. And I think you have to stand your ground and be professional. So, and if that ever happens, the only time I allow people to come back on if they've had some technical difficulty during the live. Okay, so yes, you need a fun box. Now I'm not going to do the 200 pound, but that fun box, I keep waiting for the fun boxes. And let me tell you about the fun box. So I purchased 2 fun boxes, right? One fun box had all kinds of good stuff in there, but the one particular item is sold. They were Macy's 14 karat gold earrings. They retail for $200 and I listed them for $70 on eBay. They sold straight out for $70 on eBay. That totally paid, of course, right, for my box. And then the second thing that I sold out of the other box was a leather iPhone case that was $25. And the person purchased that. So those 2 purchases, I mean, just the earrings alone, I could have got 5 or 6 fun boxes just from the earrings. So the fun boxes has some great stuff in them. I have a Coach little bag I got out. It's so much great stuff that came in these 2 fun boxes. This is the time to get these ThreadUp rescue boxes because ThreadUp is literally tossing people stuff. If you don't reclaim your stuff, bye-bye to it. It's going to go into all these rescue boxes. So I'm telling you, friends, the time is now to grab some things. Let's see. Hey Terry, what's going on? On oh, said hey, and then Siri came up. But I'll be on Terry's live on Sunday. So everyone, if you're not following Evolving Always on Instagram and subscribing to her channel, check it out. Subscribe to Vandy's Closet here on Instagram. Subscribe to Hunter Ryan. That is Holly. These are all people that we should be following and supporting everyone in this community. Somebody's saying hi to Lizette, but I don't see Lizette. Yeah, I don't see Lizette. Lizette is New England Betty Boop. I don't see her. Okay. Let's see. Awesome. Hi, Kat. Yep. What's going on? Hi, everyone. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So if anybody has any questions, we were talking about Clubhouse earlier. Hey, now, hey, it says Evolving Always Product is so cool. I will see you Sunday with Leslie. Yes, yes, yes. So I have a couple things going on. I'm definitely on Clubhouse. I've been doing rooms almost every day. I have one tomorrow. I have a reselling room for over 50 resellers or people who aspire to resell, because I want to talk to people who are over 50, who are over empty nesters, who have been thinking about another way to make income. They don't want to go out to work into a store or something like that, especially now with the pandemic and everything. So I'm just going to give people options of how they can make money, things they probably never thought about. Like, you know, and I can say, look, I'm 51 and I'm selling clothes on the side. So that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. On Saturday on Clubhouse, I am doing a, it's called Resellers Coffee Chat. So you can come in and we're just going to talk reselling like I did today, very casually. And then on Sunday, I'm going to be doing a resellers brunch, which is the same thing. We're just going to come in as a group and talk about reselling. So I'm super excited about that. So if anybody wants to talk about Clubhouse, if anybody wants to talk about whatever, if you have any questions, I probably can't answer a lot about eBay because I'm still just kind of getting there, even though I'm starting to make really good money. Did anybody see my repurpose watch unboxings? I've sold, let me see, I've sold 4 watches from that box. I sold a Fossil. I just sold a watch, a CCCP from Russia. I just sold that today for $65. I sold a Fossil for $45. Let me think. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you made it in. Okay, Sheila made it into Clubhouse. Okay, so yeah, so if you're on Club, definitely follow me. I'm a reseller's passion. I don't. Clubhouse is 15 characters like Poshmark, so I had to take out my O, my I, and my O. Okay, so it's PASSN. So if you look for me, it's PASSN, but it should come up. So if you put in like reselling or anything like that, it's going to come up. Yes, so that, and those are repurposed watches. They don't have batteries, they work. So this box, I got that box from the Goodwill Blue Box. It's a Goodwill Blue Box. They will be dropping Goodwill Blue Boxes tomorrow. I got the week before, I got a jewelry box, and then the week after that I got the watches. And then I went through all the watches. Some of them are just pieces. You know, people will buy watches like that, but then a lot of them do work. They just don't have batteries. They're in excellent condition. So I went through and I took photos of all the ones that were good. A lot of them were ticking. I have a Phasar watch from that works from 1996 or something. I have a Timex watch that is older. So it just amazed me. I just took a chance and said, let me try the Goodwill Blue Box. Let's see. It says, so Quimby says, I got a pair of, what's it, Lucchese boots. That's the stuff my husband sells. He's been selling that kind of stuff for years, Quimby, in my ThreadUp box. They retail for $500 and they're my size, and I am listing them even though I want them. Thomas gets those kind of things all the time, and he doesn't really list his stuff for like really high. he knows good quality, but he'd rather get the fast sell than get like a whole lot of money. Let's see. Okay, so it says Clubhouse is following me. I hear it a lot. Well, you know what? Listen, I would not talk about anything that was bad for anyone. So that's where I stand on that. And I'm all about the business part of it. I'm not in it for like social, like I'm not joining any, club or anything like that. I'm joining all business groups. Is if it's about podcasting, I'm there. If it's about YouTube, I'm there. I was on with some YouTubers yesterday. I didn't talk. I didn't raise my hand or anything. I just listened to them, like some of the big YouTubers. It was a big, I belong to Pod Club, which is big podcasters. I was on there today and listened to them for an hour. But I'm business women. I'm in women in business group and at club. So I'm all about the business. So I would not advertise anything that I didn't think was good for the community. I hold a room almost every day. Today I had several people on there. It's a great way to make connections, get new people into your community, learn from people, grow. It really has been like a game changer. I've only been on less than 2 weeks and I've gotten 180 new members on Instagram, new community members. So it's been such a great experience and I've gotten a lot of ideas. I was putting some things on hold because I'm moving, but I decided to go forward with some of the digital products to expand on my ebook that I currently have out and work on some other things because there's a market for what I want to do. Let's see. I saw Terry say something. This chat goes so fast. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Okay. Hey Brittany, what's going on? It's just me. I'm trying not to dog Marina out, but she was late and I got rules. Y'all know me, right? If you didn't know, now you know. That's just sorry. I'm sorry. Leslie, you may have stated sorry for asking which site did you sell the watches? I sold the watches on eBay. I sold them on eBay. So I still have more. I think the box was £8. So I paid $49.99 and I already made that back with one. I just sold a $65 watch today. The first watch out of the group was a Fossil. So I sold that for $45. Today I just sold one for $65. Then I sold another one the other day. That one was not as much, but I already paid for my box. So I got the box from Goodwill Blue Box for $49.99. They drop on Friday at 6 p.m. If you want to know how to get a box, watch my video that I dropped. I'm not an affiliate or anything, but I have a technique of how you can grab a box. That doesn't mean that everybody's going to get one, but it's like, if you are interested in Goodwill Blue Box, they drop every Friday. And I learned about Goodwill Blue Box from our good friend, the Grateful Queen. If you're interested in a Goodwill Blue Box, definitely go to their website now, create an account, get on their email list, and they drop at 6. You have to refresh your screen if it's something. And I also indicate have an account, get on the email list, peruse what you're interested in. Everything is there. It'll just say sold out. They're dropping some new ones on Friday. Jeans are available every day and men's clothes every day. Plushies. I bought some stuffed animals a few weeks ago. They've been selling some Pokemon. I had a Pokemon that sold. But if you see something that you like, really look at it. So if you have an interest in like 4 things, pick the top thing because it doesn't let you add things to your cart. You can only buy one thing at a time. So the thing you want the most, already have an idea what you want. And then on Friday at 6 o'clock, keep refreshing your screen because it doesn't drop exactly at 6 or whatever your time zone is. 3 o'clock, East, Pacific Standard Time, and then Mountain Time will be 5, So you have to keep refreshing your screen. As soon as it becomes available, drop it in your cart and buy it. Have your credit card ready or whatever system and buy it. Then if you want something else, come back because they sell out really, really quick. I'm not buying anything for the next couple of weeks, so I'm not your competition right now because I have enough stuff. I just got a men's box in today, and I'm not going to get any more men's boxes for a while because they keep sending me a whole bunch of dress shirts. There's a couple other things in there. I didn't pull them out. They sent me it was a Ralph Lauren t-shirt. I bleached that, and some other stuff. but they keep sending me a lot of dress shirts. My husband sells a lot of stuff. That stuff does sell on eBay. Like I have all these dress shirts that I'm about to list. But I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to get any more men's boxes from Goodwill for a while because I guess they're just getting rid of a lot of the dress shirts. So, but yeah, let's see. Like Mike, okay. So I just still says I'm waiting to be let in app. Sorry, I thought it was no, yeah. So you have to be let in, yeah. Okay. So it says Quimby on my lands, one of my favorite brands. Yes. Yes, congrats on the Poshmark shares. Hello, who bought shares? Did everybody? Hey, Resell Queen, what's going on? It says, plus I'm a country girl and I love my boots. My girls know they can't borrow any of my boots. I love it. Let's see. Wow, had no idea watches were so good. Like this is the only reason that I knew that was when I go to the Goodwill blue box, they sell out. So anything with parts. So this whole box has so many watches. So you just have to put in your description, not working, needs battery, or not working, used for parts or whatever. You have to let the people know what they're getting. So I have a lot of that are parts, and I bought them as a huge box. That box was heavy too. But it's amazing to me what people buy. But that is how my husband started. He would buy cars and break the car up just for parts and sell the parts. People are buying parts, and I have a great jewelry box. So at least probably only about 65% of that box I can actually sell individual, and I'm going to be bundling bracelets together and things like that. But then everything else I'm going to advertise as craft jewelry, where they can take the beads apart and create necklaces and things like that. So if you get creative, yeah, definitely see if you can scoop one up. I want to try Goodwill Blue Box. Yeah, so go now, Wendy, and just make sure I definitely say you have to be strategic. Now you got to look at all the people who are in the reselling world. You have to look at all the people who are not going out to source. So things do sell out quick. That happened to me. I remember Quimby told me about it months ago. And I wasn't able to grab anything that I was really interested in. So I said, okay, let me just grab a denim box. And I wasn't really happy with everything in the denim box, but I sold some as denim. And I also was able to bleach and tie-dye those. And I put those into my tie-dye store. So you have to like figure out, like with you, we were talking about that, Wendy, with you with denim, you can definitely take those jeans and repurpose them. I got some great jeans, and it's nice for a denim box. It's $19.99. The shipping is only $5, everyone. No matter what you get, if you're used to Jomar or ThreadUp, it's only $5 for Goodwill Blue Box. And then also, Quimby talks about Shop Goodwill, and I know Holly, Hunter Ryan does Shop Goodwill as well. Yes, thank you, Terry. Let's see. Let's see. So it says, so Holly says, if you have boxes in your cart and it sells out before you can check out, leave it in your cart and next week check out as soon as it shows active. That is a really good tip, Holly. I'm telling you, you gotta like check out right away, because if you don't, it'll be snatched up, because you go like, oh, I have something in my cart. Let me see if I can add something else. No, it'll be gone and your feelings will be hurt. And we don't want that. It says Holly says, I bought $400 of men's business wear when I started in February, and then lockdown. I know that's crazy. That's why I'm like skittish about the shirts. I'm like, what guy is wearing these shirts right now? I'm gonna list them, and I'll list them like, inexpensively, because that box cost me $24.99 plus $5 shipping. So if I sell a couple, so I have like Tommy Hilfiger, I have Brooks Brothers, 3 shirts I'm going to bundle together, practically give them away. It says refresh the site a little before 6. Yes. Then drop the blue box in a few at a time, not all at once. It's 5 p.m. And that's what I do. So I made a video, and a couple of people did comment that they were able to get boxes. So it says, my husband does pieces and parts. Yes, pieces and parts. Somebody always needs something. They need a battery. They just need like the handle here. The watch part still works, but the band, so that, people are always looking for something to replace something else. So Marina says, which one you want to try, jewelry or watches? I never tried one, but it's also not just jewelry, it's clothes. So if you go to Blue Box now while we're talking, if you're on your computer, pull up that screen. It's women's clothes, it's children's clothes, it's vintage clothes, it's resell Wendy and I, we're trying to get these, they have these vintage boxes, they call them DIY boxes. I just want to see what it looks like. They're originally $14 and they're $9.99, and I've been trying to get one, but I told her last week, I was like, they hadn't listed them, you know, so I think they've run out of stuff. But they have a little bit of everything. They have the plush toys. I actually got a box of that, and I list them slowly. I haven't listed them all. I'm going to actually put some on there now because I have some stuff relative to Easter, a whole bunch of bunnies. I already sold a Pikachu type thing for $14. The box cost me $24. And it was advertised as plushies, and they still have those. So they have denim every day. They have men's boxes every day. They have a woman's box every day, I think, and they have the plushies. The other stuff they drop at 6 o'clock. So I would definitely say go in and check it out. You never know. Thank you, Terry, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Let's see. Let's see. So it says, I will have to watch your Blue Box how to tonight. Yes, definitely check it out. Like, I just gave you the same steps. I did it 3 weeks in a row and was able to get a box. So I said, why not share? Because there are people who will go and they don't know. And so I figure if I know something, I'm going to teach it. That's what Quimby does. And that's what people I know. And it's, you should be able to share the wealth. I'm not getting anything else this week. Even though I'm telling myself that now. Yeah, I'm not getting anything else this week. I don't need any more inventory. I'm like really behind. So because I've been feeding my Clubhouse addiction, so I'm really behind on inventory. I mean, working my listing stuff. The double boxes are a great deal too, since 2 boxes for $5 shipping. Think I just, it's just, yes. So that was the box that I got. Thank you, Hunter Ryan. I got that. So this is so funny. They have like a double box. So they have a separate jewelry box. When I went in, that box sold out. But they have a double box where they have women's clothes. I think it was like 9 pieces, and then a jewelry box. That was the box I was able to get. So I even sacrificed and got a small. Some people say they can't sell size small, but I actually purchased the box for the jewelry. And then, so I did a jewelry unboxing. All that's here. So if you want to see what I got, all the videos are here on my channel. Every time I get a box, I do a unboxing. So the videos, the watches, Terry, you'll see the boxes if you watch the video. The jewelry, same thing. The women's box, I sold 1 piece, which was a Barbara Gerwitt top that actually paid for the box. So all these boxes are worth getting. Try a rescue box. Try Jomar. Try B&G. You never know. I don't really leave my house that often because I'm just trying to be safe and careful. And so I hit the resale store every Friday. That's when, like tomorrow, Thomas and I will go shopping. And then the retail store happens to be up in the neighborhood where I go grocery shopping, and I'll pop in. Last week, I'm only like 30 minutes and I'm done. I don't do an hour. I can't shop like that. I'm not a sourcer who can stay in the store all day. And I was able to grab some great vintage pieces last week. And so I came out with like 5 vintage pieces worth about $500. So that's the way I'm sourcing these days. Let's see. So Wendy said, I've done a few vintage and Y2K box on videos. Got another Y2K and women's waiting on me now. Yes, that's awesome. I did a vintage. Well, I had to do a 2-parter today. So I did a 2-parter. Let's see. Hallie says, I got the band box. It will be good once I bleach and tie-dye. Oh, so was it the one with all the t-shirts? Over the summer, no one was getting the denim, and I was getting 4 denim boxes and would get a stack of new of tags. Levi's is the jam. My friend, I don't know if Wendy Span is still here, but Levi's is the jam. My husband was getting rid of these Levi's. They were 501, but they were like light blue. And we have a pile where we start a pile for like giving away or whatever. And I come downstairs and I'm like, these jeans, why are these jeans here? So I get them and I was like, oh, I'm going to bleach them. And I asked him for sure to make sure He didn't want them, so I bleached them yesterday, and I'm going to list them in my regular stores too. Name brand stuff I list in my regular stores, but just everyday tie-dye stuff I put into my handmade store. Yes, it's all about paying it forward. Like, it's no secret. I don't have a secret. If I was getting pallets, I would tell people where I was getting pallets from. I'm not getting pallets because I don't have space for that and I don't have the patience right now. But if I was getting pallets, I would share, so I just people want inventory. Sometimes you have to help people until they can, you teach them how to fish, right? You teach them once and then they have to do. So it says, I love the mixed double boxes. I have a Tiffany silver pendant and a 14 karat pin in mine. Yes, definitely list that stuff. I told you, come on now. I agree. Levi's is always, yes. And I just, in my, if you didn't see my vintage box today from Jomar, I got some vintage Levi's jeans in there, which they call, high-waisted mom jeans now. And I feel some kind of way about that. I don't know why they're mom jeans. They're trying to say we trying to, hide the belly or whatever. I don't understand that yet. But definitely check out all my videos, all my unboxings, all the places that I source, and just check out the Goodwill Blue. And the other thing I like about the Goodwill Blue box, they deliver before anyone else. Like, I ordered a thread up. If I order a thread up, they say 2 weeks. Goodwill Blue box will say 3 to 5 days. I was expecting my box tomorrow. FedEx pulled up with my men's box today. So, hey, you never know, especially if you order on a Friday. So it says, Quimby says, I just ordered a big from Shop Goodwill online. You can get great deals, but you have to look through. Yes, I get that from you and Holly. You have to look. I don't have the patience yet, but if I have a lot of inventory now, but if I got to the point that I needed inventory, then I keep that in mind. I write down everything that people say, because it's because of Quimby that I actually started with all these boxes. Like, I started buying thread boxes because I saw Quimby, and then I started sending stuff to thread because I talked to Melissa, and then I started on Goodwill Blue Box because of Quimby, right? Jomar started on my own because I know about Jomar, but it's like also what Quimby explains. So if you're not following Quimby, the Grateful Queen, you should be, at my recommendation, and I wouldn't steer you wrong. But one, her videos have evolved into like great storytelling, but also she really shares with you to try. You may not get the best stuff all the time, but if you don't try, you'll never know. Like, if you don't try, you won't fail or succeed. So at least try. If you get a box of 25, you're probably only going to get 5 duds, and you sell those for little to nothing and get rid of them. But then you get 20 great items. So, being afraid is not going to get you anything but being afraid. So just try it, and you never know. Like, if you have a set budget, save your money until you can get that box. Everyone has a different why, everyone has a different plan. So normally I know that I've made enough money this week, so I make sure my money goes into my savings. I make sure some bills are paid, and I go, okay, this is what I have. The money that I make is the money that I spend. It doesn't come out of my household, right? So just figure out what's going to work for you. Try it. If you're afraid, just be afraid doing it. You don't know, how much beauty comes out of being afraid, what beauty comes out of pain. Children come out of pain, right? So if you don't go through it, you don't know what's going to happen. So I'm not going to steer you wrong. Like, I'm not going to talk about something that I don't like. I'm only going to support you, and I want to see you succeed, So especially if you have health challenges or something like that, online sourcing is the way to go. I'm going to click off this light. It's like right in my face. Let's see. So Wendy says, I think it's good to have a big variety of jeans to sell because they all sell if they are in great condition. And I agree with you, Wendy. I had got the last denim box I got was all 2 pairs of women. I think it was 9 pair, 2 women, and I think the rest were men, but they were all great. So I put them on Poshmark and I put them on eBay. And so we'll see what happens. And then I have some new like Levi's. I have like inventory everywhere. So that's my goal in the next couple of days, to really just kind of work my inventory. Okay, guys, we have like a couple minutes. Let me see. Well, everybody's talking. Huh? So Wendy says, I just got my jewelry testing stuff this week. Magnet and testing acids. Very nice. I order on Friday and get my blue boxes every Thursday like clockwork. Yes, FedEx pulled up today and I was like, wait, is something coming? That's right. Yeah. Yeah, that's Wendy again. It says, Maggie, hey Maggie, thank you Leslie for sharing all your knowledge. I haven't been able to source in person since March as I don't feel safe to do so in my area. You've inspired me. Well, thank you, Maggie. I hope you find some really great things. Definitely check out the Goodwill Blue Box. Definitely check out Jomar. Right now, Jomar is advertising that they're a month behind because of everything that's going on. So if you order for them, don't be mad. It is in the fine print that they're way behind. It's usually 14 days, but now it's a month. So just, go with that flow. It says, I don't know about Goodwill Blue Boxes until watching Quimby as well. There you go. We're sharing our knowledge. We're sharing our knowledge. Holly says, I sold a new with tags for 25 to 30 each, but had a very nice gentleman that bought a pretty rough pair of Levi's, and he was so nice. I gave him a new pair instead. He was happy. Nice. And that's the thing. Distressed jeans sell really well. You can actually get jeans yourself and do things with them. Let's see. Okay, y'all, we got some stalkers in here. Who my I'm gonna have to make a couple more people some moderators. I just had to block somebody. So wait a minute. Thank you, Holly. I appreciate it. Thanks, so need to chat tonight. Excited to get the Clubhouse info. Definitely. Hopefully everybody can get on Quimby, apply to Clubhouse and you'll see what happens. Look, you'll love it. You'll be in there like steaming and doing stuff and you'll hear something and you'll be motivated. Like literally people are hitting my DMs on Instagram. Like, does this sound like a good idea? A couple of my friends, but even people who I'm just meeting who have other ventures outside of reselling right now. There's room and space for reselling, but I want to get that reselling going. Denali's on, Daniela's on, Sarah's on, Marina from Flipping Gals, so that includes Michelle. Tori is on. Ship Quick, Sell Quick, Hugo and Tiffany. So it's a lot of people who have hit Clubhouse and we're just supporting each other as a community. So I suggest you get over there. And everyone, I just want to thank you. I'm sorry my guest didn't work out, but I thank you for hanging out with me. It's 19 people here. You just don't know how great that feels, like me randomly chatting with you. I'm going to be on a Q&A next week as well. That's a planned Q&A. So I'll be back next week and I'll probably have a specific topic, maybe share my screen or something like that. I have to see what I want to do. I would definitely watch that, Holly. That would be awesome. So friends, I thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you everyone for the super chats. Continue to do the things you think you cannot do. And for those who make it over to Clubhouse, I cannot wait to talk with you. When you see what's going on, it is, blowing my mind. We're going to have so much. Yes, definitely. We are definitely phenomenal. Yes. Where do I sign up to take over? I mean, be a guest. So, Holly, go to my Instagram and go into my bio and click. You just have to pick out a time on the calendar. You actually pick your own date. So that's the cool thing about it. It says, I know how you feel, Quimby. Thankful for online sourcing. I was able to get the women's Goodwill Blue Boxes. They paid for themselves, plus then some. Jomar next, sending all thrifting vibes. Yes. So if anybody needs a code or reseller's passion for Jomar, 10% off. Thank you so much, friends. Yes, Marina, we're going to have to reschedule. Sorry for the confusion, but I also thank everyone for, hanging in there with me. Take care, friends. Thank you so much. Have a great night.